Philadelphia. The 76ers lost the first 9 matchups here in OKC prior to winning last year. Last February's Embiid shows off his win.
And with Gallo drawing a lot of attention on the box, because we know he plays on the box, he plays in the mid-range, and an excellent free throw and three-point shooter, they're going to send help over right away, and making that pass is going to be just as important as taking the shot for Gallinari.
6. And Simmons with the big height advantage inside. Ferguson sends it back off. Adams floats it up. You can see the frustration there. He thought he had a good look.
Well, Philly basically have a lot of guys that can, finish around the rim, and Simmons is one of those guys as well.
That is Simmons' game to a T, and that's what he will.
Pass that time by CP3 over to Adams. Could get his fingertips on it, but it's going to take that kind of interior passing, even if it's from area and finishing. Real good execution.
Adams attacks, floats it up. Another look there in the lane.
Looking down the outside shot, all of a sudden they got 2 made threes. Tobias Harris misses first, last 23. You just want to survive this and find a way to break the rhythm.
Let's check in with Nick.
Well, Mike, the height advantage is happening really to effect on both sides of the ball. We're seeing the Thunder not really be able to get it all the way to the rim, but also Philly playing out of post-ups and then being able to spread the ball around.
Particularly on Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, having to defend Simmons. Adams trying to front that post on Embiid, knocked it free, but he saved it right back to him. And then Embiid just sidesteps Gallinari and lays it up and in. The point. Now the lob inside Embiid. Well, it was deflected initially by Nerlens Noel on 2 shots.
And how about Nerlens getting help to come over?
Nerlens Noel officially drafted by the 76ers. Now Embiid out on the perimeter, trying to size him up, lowers that shoulder. This will be got a trip to the free throw line. Look at this pass from Schroeder.
Well, the interior passing is solid, and then the grab, also knowing he was probably going to get hammered on that play. As Embiid had fully committed, Embiid hooked him, and Steven went to go do it again. Well, that's usually how it happens. They catch the last guy.
So just in watching Adams and Embiid sort of battle. Embiid back out to Neto. And we get a foul as that'll be on Embiid.
He just threw.
Action though on the defensive end, and Embiid buries his second 3 of the night.
That was a high skill play.
He ain't gonna stay off the ground all that long. Just bolted. Embiid with Adams on him, takes the shot, left it short. Adams right in his grill.
And he uses massive frame to get in front of a massive frame to not allow Embiid to improve his post position.
There's a low percentage pass there from Schroeder. And Embiid blanketing Steven Adams in the lane. Richardson mismatch instead, takes the 3 and another made shot for John.
Time possibly to have the last possession.
5 on the timer. Korkmaz uncorks, no. Embiid followed the shot, loose change inside. And the Thunder with 4.4. SGA gets fouled by Simmons.
And that's a change, and man, this is just smart basketball. SGA and the Thunder getting to that free throw line, as you mentioned. Boy, this is free throws 17 and 18 for the half.
3. Suffered against Utah. Did come back and play against Cleveland in Orlando. Richardson, he's been making shots all night. Did in the first half, continues here in the second.
Head coach Brett Brown, he gave him instruction about, hey, this is what you need to do to erase that 5-point deficit.
Well, that's one of the plays that I thought we were going to see a lot more of throughout.
The fact that you're making Philly work on defense. I mean, this is working right now. You got the shot clock down to 5 seconds. You may not get the desired results. Philly has done a good job of packing.
It's been a factor here tonight.
He's been most of their offense all night.
SGA trying to get his offense going. No on the three. Quiet night for him by his standards. 8 points. Embiid, the trailer from downtown. And Paul. The Thunder went down on the night. Certainly have not been deterred from formulating a comeback as Schroeder's quick trigger three, no good. We've seen his third quarter. Embiid again on the ball fake.
Good job by Adams not going for that.
Boy, a couple of skyscrapers banging inside, and Embiid finally.
I mean, it looked like a busted play that turned into 2 points. Thunder avoided these lulls here for most of this quarter. It's a tough finish by Embiid.
Fading away.
Here to slow down the 76ers offense. They're going to hold for the last possession.
Embiid launches from the outside, no good. Baisley.
If he gets shots that come to him, great. If not, he's just going to put his head down, attack, and make the next play as he just did.
Well, that's one thing that he displayed last year, his ability to kind of hop off the bench ice cold and still come in and be able to contribute. And I don't think there's any question that Billy Donovan has confidence in him to pluck him off the bench. Slight development. Richardson has 5 personal fouls. We're going to whistle away from the basketball here.
We'll just leave it alone.
I remember that one from last year. Animal reference number 2. Ball tapped out to Chris Paul in stride.
What happens, the guy go to the middle so they can allow them to throw it over the top to him.
Here is Embiid. We head it back to the basket, and we get another follow slam. This one by Simmons. You see the strip there by Korkmaz. Now the Thunder got to dig in on the defensive end. And that'll be an offensive foul on Embiid. That would have been a critical shot. Under 9 minutes. This will be a foul away from the basketball. And Embiid. The officials got to get things squared away.
Looked like he got to untie his shoes or something.
Untie his whistle. Get another foul.
That play, step back, knock down 2 to bring the Thunder within 1.
Korkmaz to close out by Ferguson. Embiid, tough step back. Off the front of the rim, and the box out by Gallo.
Well, nice play, a little dribble handoff. We call it a DHO, folks. And he was able to get into that middle area. As Embiid lines up a 3-ball, Thunder will take that at this point in the ball game. And
back to a 3-point lead. Embiid. Austin going to work on Adams. Boy, that is a good. Offense is warmed up here in the 4th. 8 out of 14. Embiid and Harris. This time Harris trying to back down the shoulder Paul. Outside, Embiid ties it up at the Speak Energy Arena. Paul wants to drive. Takes a bump, floats it up. It's short, and Embiid rips away the rebound. Embiid hit the deck, 6 on the timer. Ball back to Embiid. Faces up on Adams, wants the shot, line drive, way off. Embiid. Help defense came over just in time, but Adams not able to deter the spots on the floor.
He's been a menace every time he gets the basketball, especially if there's just one-on-one coverage. And Harris, who's now fouled out, has got most of his fouls on him. That looks short, or a little bit off when they needed him to.
Embiid banks it in. My goodness, 38. Embiid doesn't want the 3 this time. Instead, will drive and dunk it in. Adams inbounds. Gallo fouled.
Love that. You know, you're being rewarded for your aggressiveness with the basketball.
One miss, and everybody's going to go home. That might be it. Well, Embiid, oh, he missed the cupcake in.